tea leaves reading for Wednesday, the 15th of June 2016. Tell us about the UK, EU, Remain or Leave referendum. So, anyway, how's about a nice cup of tea? Mmm. Mmm. Tell us about the UK, EU, Remain or Leave referendum. Tell us about the EU, Remain or Leave referendum for the UK. Tell us about the UK, EU, Remain or Leave referendum. Tell us about the UK, EU, Remain or Leave referendum. Tell us about the UK, EU, Remain or Leave referendum. So let's say the handle. Let's just say the handle is the question. Should we remain? The question is, I have to remember the question. Tell us about the UK, EU, Remain or Leave referendum. And I have to go clockwise. So this is going away. Oh gosh, okay, this is what I see in relation to the question. I'll hold it this way so you can see what I'm seeing. That to me is the UK. It almost looks a little like the UK. Oh, incredible. You know what I mean? That could be the UK, and this could be the EU. I can see a horse with a rider on. To me, that looks like a horse with a rider. Let me try and... I don't want to lose what I see. Horse with a rider. see any other shapes. Tell us about the UK, EU, Remain or Leave referendum. I also see something that I could say would be a plane here. Let me point to it, because everything seems to be a bit backwards. So I see a plane. Where's the plane gone? Here. There. Almost looks like a plane, so flying away. A rider on a horseback here. See what we can see round. See what we can see. I stopped for a little bit, just so I could have a bit of a search. See here, I kind of see a man or a human figure, and he looks like he's in motion. He looks like he's walking. He also looks to be carrying something in his hand, in his arm, like an axe. And that's hovering above what I would say would be Europe. Like I said, the horse, see, look, here. I would say that's the horse, and that's the plane. Horse, rider on horseback and plane. And as you can see, they're moving away from the UK. So if that's the UK, they're moving away. So they're going westwards, not eastwards, it's going westwards. So I would say that the cup seems to be predicting, or the tea leaves seem to be predicting, and the universe, that it seems as though that I would say that there's quite a strong chance, and this isn't anything to do with what the opinion polls are saying, but to me, it seems as though the cup's saying there is going to be a breaking of ways, a parting of ways. And there's going to be, the cup also seems to be suggesting that this figure here, I really do see him, kind of like a side profile. He's got his legs, his 2 legs, his kind of, or his feet, his upper legs, his arm, his head, and like I said, carrying some kind of axe. So I think that what I would interpret that to mean would be that our friends across the waters in the European Union probably are going to have a little bit of an axe to grind if the UK does indeed break away. Doesn't signify that there's going to be any major conflict though, because it seems as though the UK is going to be distracted. See, I can still see the planes. I can still see the plane and the rider. So I would still say that it to me, I would interpret that as the UK is going to be concerned with the West. That could mean that the UK, you know, is going to obviously concentrate on exporting, not just to the EU anymore, but it's going to look not just east towards the EU, but westwards towards, you know, other parts of the world. So yes, so I think that's actually quite staggering. But to me, in relation to the actual question, which is tell us about the UK EU remain or leave referendum, I think the cup has indeed told us, hasn't it? It really has. And I think it's just giving us a few hints as to what just may happen. So that is a tea leaves reading for Wednesday, the 15th of June 2016, and I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been very, very interesting. I've very much enjoyed doing it, and I've broken my rule, which is I've gone over the 4 minute threshold. And apologies for probably the shoddy editing, but I don't proclaim or profess to be a filmmaker. Oh yeah, it's all amateur with me. And my nails are a complete mess today. I'm almost like like a toddler that's got food all over their face, but a, I'm a 40-something woman that's got a nail varnish all over my hands and it's all splodgy. So I'm having a bit of a bad nail day. You've heard of a bad hair day, but I'm having a bad nail day. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I really hope you've enjoyed this. And yes, I've had such fun and have an absolutely brilliant day. And no matter what happens, peace always prevails. Mwah. Bye for now.